grab your jacket, get your keys, find that record you please. It's Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. Go, Johnny G, go. Find that rare one you never know at Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this, what is it already, May 17th, 2026, as we kind of just fly by these months here of the year 2026. I want to welcome you to the Sunday edition of the Vinyl Treasures Show on this hot day. It was too hot for me. I had the AC on up here. I shut it off now. My sister came up. I had to set my mother couldn't get on the tablet, so I was rushing at the end. I'm finally going to have a calm show tonight. It was not calm I had a nosebleed last night in bed. It did not stop. I'm going to have to call to get it fixed here because it shouldn't bleed for no reason at all. But sometimes when I get upset and my blood pressure goes up, that's what happens. But anyway, welcome to the Sunday edition. I think we got a great show tonight. I have a in the 1960-61, I have a collector corner. I have a twin spin by this group out of Phoenix, Arizona. And I have all your requests. I have some bonus tracks. We opened up tonight with, and this one's not on 45 Cat. I made the scan, so Reed is watching some ball game. He said he's going to be in late, but he'll check my scans. And they post them up on 45 Cat. So this one was not there. I don't understand why. But this is actually a late release by honking saxophonist Joe Houston. Okay, originally from Austin, Texas, but relocating to Los Angeles. Recorded for virtually, I think, every major independent rhythm and blues label on the West Coast. I mean, literally, he did. First recording for Freedom Records back, I think, 1950. But he would sign with Jake Porter's Combo label in 1951, would have 17 releases on the Combo label. This was his 16th release. Okay, a song he wrote with label owner Jake Porter. and this is called Hush Your Mouth. Hush Your Mouth, which some of you like to tell Johnny G sometimes. I babble on too much. December 1960 release on Combo Records, Joe Houston with Hush Your Mouth. Now, I don't know, does anybody know where 3201 Santa Monica Boulevard is in Hollywood? I'm not familiar with the Hollywood area, the LA area, but I know a lot of my listeners are listening over in that area. But anyway, that's our opener right there. So I'm going to start it off here. Actually, the first two records I selected for tonight, but I like this record a lot. Remember hearing it probably on the oldie shows in the early 1970s, the collector's shows. I don't know if this made the mainstream. It may be mainstream in Philadelphia. Donald McGee will tell me if that is the case, if they play this on his station. But let's open the vocal portion with this group from Philadelphia. The group included James Brady, Barbara Custis, George Ellis, Thomas Luff, and the lead singer Eddie Custis. Okay, collectively they were known as the Superiors. They recorded this song for G&H Music, which was owned by Philadelphia disc jockey Jocko Henderson and also Barry Golder. Now, the masters were sold to Atco Records that put it out initially. They released it first in December of 57, then around February 58. Jocko and Goldner pressed it locally, released it in the Philadelphia area on this Mainline label. And that's the one that I'm featuring. So, I don't know, this one goes for more money for some reason. But it's a great two-sided 45. And writer credit goes to Jocko Henderson and the lead singer on this. His name is Eddie Custis. And I think his sister, Barbara Custis, gets writer credit on this. I think that's his sister. But anyway, February 1958, our opener, The Superiors, on the Mainline label. It's called Don't Say Goodbye, our vocal opener. Here you go.
Like I do, darling, please don't say we're through.
You told me you would love me forever, and that we, my darling, we would never, ever part. Now it's my turn to play with you, my darling. Can't you see you're breaking my heart?
Don't say goodbye, for I must make you see that you mean more to me than each beat, well, the beat of my heart.
Can't you see you're breaking my heart?
Breaking my heart. Don't say goodbye, for I must make you see that you mean more to me than each beat, the beat of my heart.
Yeah, that's the great sound of the Superiors. Superiors, that featured it on the Mainline record label there. That one, the Mainline released in February of 1958. That is Eddie Custis on lead. The Superiors, Don't Say Goodbye. For you collectors out there, you have to have the full address on this Mainline label. So be careful if somebody sells you, because this was a big record in Pittsburgh. And they put this record out, and it was sold without the address. It has to say 1510 Fairmount Avenue in Philadelphia to be the true first press of that 45. But there's some second presses of that. But the Atco is good, too. And they play great, both copies anyway. Let us continue here. You know, we're going to pick up where we left off last night, 1957. We're going to pick it up. Well, I have played. Well, that was a 1960 instrumental. Rarely feature those here. But we are picking it up from 1958. And on the March 14th, 2026 show, I played a request for listener Kid Kilowatt. It was on Andy Leonetti's Safari label out of New York City by a group called The Chessmen. And it was the group's debut single. The song was called Why. It was a cool up-tempo record and not an easy record to find. True, it's a hard record, too. Rare 45, and there's a typo on the label. They typed it up as Chessman, singular, but it's the Chessmen, okay? The flip side is an excellent ballad, the tune written by Leroy R. Bates, and it says on the label, featuring Bobby, okay, Bobby. Well, it's really Bobby Fuentes. He's the lead singer here. This is from 1958. It's a rare record. It was a buy it now for $250 on eBay many moons ago when I started on eBay back in 1999 or 98, I forget, and it was a buy it now for $250, so I bought it. Here are the Chessmen on the Safari label, and the song is called Why. Here you go, a bonus track. Oh, sorry, folks, I messed up. So what I did is I wrote everything wrote everything on tonight's write-ups. The only thing I did not get a chance to do is finish the last two. Actually, the last three, but I'll just wing those. But I rewrote everything. So what I had to do is for this record, because I added this on. This was like a bonus track. So I went to when I last played this record, which was for Kid Kilowatt, and he requested Why, so I kind of rewrote the whole thing, but I left the title in there, so I messed that up. It's really called The Keeper of My Heart. I'm going like, wait, they're not saying Why. It's The Keeper of My Heart. So Charlene, I got to change that there. I got to fix that. But anyway, there you go. That's a cool record. Both sides are excellent. I found a copy in, I don't know, I was in Ossining, New York, and there was a thrift shop there. So they were all 5 cents each. And this girl who wrote her name on all these records, she did not take care. I mean, they were worse than my aunt's 45s. So, and this one it was 5 cents. It had a little bit of a warp, but it played. So I had some duplicates, and I told Spence, I said, Spence, you know anybody who wants any of these records? You can sell whatever you can get, and you can take something and give me the rest. So I gave that to him, and he got me a good price for that 45. Of course, it was more, I think, that I paid for this one. So anyway, it just shows you that was 1958. The Chessmen, although it says Chessman, on Safari, and it was called The Keeper of My Heart. Interesting is the group would have one more release on Mirasonic Records. That's a good tune also. And then they would change their name to The Preludes. They had to change it again to The Preludes 5. And they had a release in 1961. Great two-sided 45. I think it charted nationally, too. A song called Starlight and Don't You Know on the Pick label. But those are the Chessmen there. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request for listener Grayland, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. Thank you, Grayland. Your list that I received, I had some, because I was scrambling for some of the records. I was looking for a Blues 45 on Chess. I couldn't find it. But so I've kind of been ahead of the game lately, because a lot of the I've been finding them easier for some reason. Don't ask me why, but this group is out of Hollywood, California. Now, they included Henry Dunson, Ron Ellington, Freddie Flamer, Mitchell Perker, and James Thompson. Now, collectively, they were known as the Five Trojans, and they recorded for the Tender record label, and this was also issued just as the Trojans. I mean, if you go on 45 Cat and you look at the reason that Reed King said why they went to the Five Trojans, I don't buy that read at all. By the way, I'm not going to say it on the air. But anyway, you can just imagine what I'm talking about. But I really think it's really unknown, but I say, I showed you this press. The older style Tenders look like this record. That I'll show you what the newer style Tenders look like. But anyway, so on the one that I just showed you, it was the Five Trojans, and I think that's the true first press because it goes for more money. Anyway, but I think it's something to do with the true first press versus the second. But it's a great two-sided 45. And the up-tempo side was requested by Grayland. Let's go to September of 1958. Hey, this record is as old as your host, Johnny G's. Well, not quite 68 years old, so I don't want to put myself in that yet. It gets me too closer to the 7-0, which I don't even want to think about. But here are the Five Trojans on the Tender label, going out to Grayland, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room, and it's called Alone in This World. Here you go, Grayland, for you, the Five Trojans.
I'm alone in this world without a girl of my own. Everybody's saying in my heart.
Cool tunes for a Sunday evening here on the Vinyltreasure Show. We're only on YouTube, so tell your friends about this program. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyltreasure Show, as it keeps the... I had the copyright police out last night, but they didn't shut me down. I don't know. Well, they just rarely shut me down on this show. But there you go. September 1958 release there. The Five Trojans on the Tender record label, Alone in This World. That one there going out to Graylin in our YouTube chat room. And you see the print was different. It was like a smaller print. Well, I'll show you this one when I get to play this next record. But anyway, and this group, okay, what did I say here? I said that... with their next release, they backed up a singer by the name of Nikki St. Clair. I've got the Clair there. On Nikki St. Clair on the Edison International label. And then they had their own release on Edison International. I think it was called Lola Lee. Okay. But they were known as the Five Trojans on that release. And then they did one more on Triangle as just the Trojans. So anyway... get your Trojans there. That's a cool tune. September 58, the Five Trojans, Alone in the World. Well, you're not alone on a Sunday evening when you're tuned into the Vinyltreasure Show, playing original vinyl 45s out of Johnny G's collection, and we're counting them down. We count down. We play the records by year. We're in the 1958 block. And let's fill a request for listener James Stone. Now, the lead singer of this group was previously a member of the Marshall Brothers that recorded for the Savoy record label, and also the Bells on Rama. And then in 1957, he formed his own group, and they were called the Embers. And the group included Billy Adams, Ray Richardson, Al Williams, and the lead singer, his name was Willis Sanders, and they first recorded in 1957 for Juno Records. Then in 1958, the group was known as I think it was Willis Sanders and the Embers, but in 1958, a slight change to the name. It was Willis Sanders and the Fabulous Embers when they had their release on the Millionaire label, which came out in September of 58. Then I think a month later, Unart would pick it up and release it as Willis Sanders and the Embers. And this is a request for James Stone. I'm playing it on the Millionaire label, which is the harder press to get. I'll show you the Unart. I have a promo here, but this one plays really nice. It's from September 1958. This is for James Stone, Willis Sanders and the Fabulous Embers, on Millionaire Records, a great ballad. It's called Lovable You. Here you go, James, for you.
Lovable you, lovable you, lovable you, lovable, lovable you, lovable you, lovable, lovable, lovable. I love you, I love you. Yes, I do. Lovable you. Lovable, lovable, lovable you. Thrill me, you thrill me. Through and through. I'll always thrill to your charms. Longing hold you in my arms, for there's no ecstasy been given to me like yours, like yours, lovable you, lovable, lovable, lovable. I need you, I need you, yes, I do. Lovable you, lovable, lovable, lovable. I want you, I want you. Yes, I do. For there's no one anywhere that could
you go. September 1958 release there for Willis Sanders. I have the Fabulous Embers on that release on the Millionaire record label. Again, when it came out, they dropped the Fabulous when it came out on Unart Records. Lovable You. I know my mother likes that record. I just know her style. She likes that. I forgot to mention they did record first in 53. He was a member of the Embers on the Ember label that I have played here on the program. But anyway, let's see. In 1959, okay, this group with the same members would also record as the Ravens on the Top Rank label. That's a great... George Tompkins turned me on to that Ravens release. Okay, then they would switch back to Willis Sanders and the Embers with a release on the Coral label. Then in 1960, you mentioned it, James Stone, they had 2 releases on the Dot label as the Embers. Those are other good records, too, that George Tompkins turned Johnny G on. See, I didn't know these records. I knew from other collectors about these tunes here, but I found the Unart in the wild. But this was a hard record for me. It eluded me for so many years. I was lucky to get a copy, and a nice copy, too. Anyway, Johnny G babbling on. Here we are in the 1958 block. Now, on the January 3rd, 2026 show, I opened up the vocal portion with this group out of New Haven, Connecticut on Marty Kugel's Click label, okay, with a song called Poor Rock and Roll, and that was a Gus Gossard favorite. He played that record a lot, okay, on his show in the early 1970s. And listener Darrell Letts requested the flip side. Now, this group included Dickie Bernardo, Pat Cosenza, Nicky Delano, Joey Calculis, and lead singer on this, Salvatore Trimacci. He's the lead singer on this. And this is the B-side to Poor Rock and Roll from May 58, going out to Darrell Letts. Here are the Nobles on the Click label. It's called Ting-a-Ling. Here you go, Darrell, for you, the Nobles.
Na na na, la 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 la.
Yeah, B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go. That one there going out to listener Darrell Letts. That's the flip side of Poor Rock and Roll. Isn't that on the Times Square Records, too? Didn't Times Square put out Poor Rock and Roll and their other record, Crime Don't Pay, I think? That's the flip side of poor rock and roll. Ting-a-ling is the name of the tune. May 1958, Marty Kugel's Click Records. Okay, Click Records. Ting-a-ling. If, listen, you need to click the ting-a-ling on the YouTube page. That's the bell if you subscribe. And if you want to get a request here on a future Vinyl Treasure show, as many of you have emailed Johnny G, email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That's the best way to do it. If I have the 45, I'll spin it. I don't have everything, but I have more vocal group records than I do soul records. I'll put it that way, or R&B too, for that matter. But I do have a lot of soul records too, but let us continue here. This next 45 could probably qualify as a collector corner record because it hovers around the 4-figure number, this record, at least when Spence offered it to me many, many years ago. But this is a request for listener Liam Savoy in Australia, and I cannot find anything on this record. I search and search and search. I can't find anything. Don Folletti, if you know anything about this, I know this label, Juno Records, which is out of New York City, but I look for Leading Music Publishing. Can't find anything on that, and I can't find this writer. It says Larry on both sides. I'm guessing he's a member of the group. I don't know. But it's a great record. I love this 45. I play it too much. Late 1958, I think, on this one. The Romans on Juno Records. This is going out to Liam in Australia. It's called You Are My Only Love. The Romans. Here we go.
Do, 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 do.
I like that record. I like that record. Liam, do you have an original on that? It's not easy to find. I'm telling you, if I ever saw another copy, I would buy it too, by the way, because I play my copy a lot there. I like that record from late 1958, I think. 58, early 59, probably. The Romans, the name of the group. It's on the Juno label. You Are My Only Love is the name of that one, going out to Liam in Australia. Let us continue here. We are in the 1958 block. This is a flip side request for listener Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. How much you paying for? I filled my. I don't use my Honda that much. I'd rather drive the Cadillac, but I don't have it anymore. But I had to fill the tank. I was with my sister. No, I took my mother out. I took her shopping again on Friday, and I said I had to get gas. It cost me $44.50 to fill that tank up. It wasn't, and I still had 3 notches. I think, and I played with the credit card. It was $4.69. I think it was, and that was credit, and they pump it. Okay, I saved 10 cents, I think, on the other one, but it relates to this record here, and that's why I'm saying it. So last week I featured this group from the Bronx, New York. They were called the J-Tones. Okay, a first recording for Julius Dixon's Timely label. That's a Collector Corner record too, by the way. But I played their second release for Gary Spring called The Clock, which is a cool tune. On Brunswick Records. Now, Gary this week requested the flip side, this written by Julius Dixon and Beverly Ross, probably recorded. He recorded them and sold this master to Brunswick. That's what I say. But let's go to August of 1958 for the J-Tones. It's going out to Gary Springs in the YouTube chat room, and the song is called Gasoline. Here you go, Gary, for you, the J-Tone.
I was out of gasoline, 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 So Red Chief warning in the reservation said you're 800 miles from a gasoline station. Taking wouldn't look from over rough terrain. Me got no time for low octane. Me heat big chief, uranium cake, and he took off in his private plane. Gasoline, I was out of gasoline. I was walking in the desert till I looked around. I was smack in the middle of an old ghost town. Met an old prospector with a big straw hat. I asked for gasoline, he said, I was flat. He gave me his buggy and his gray mule to end that. Report me home to you. Gasoline.
Okay, there you go. Those are the J-Tones. The J-Tones on the Brunswick label from August 1958. That one there going out to a Gary Springs song entitled Gasoline. I don't know. So anyway, so there you go. Maybe we should do a petroleum show here one night. Anyway, let us continue here. I think I got 2 more records out of 1958. Yeah. 2 more 45. This is a bonus track. Where's Reed King when you need him? And let's go to Oakland, California now to Don Barksdale's Rhythm label for this R&B singer covering a Johnny Ace tune, actually a Johnny Ace classic, okay, from September 1954. As so many have covered this song through the years, but this singer goes by the name of Bob Jeffries, and he's being backed up by they're not mentioned here on the label. I don't think, they're not. But he's backed up by the Mondellos. Okay, and this is the Mondellos. They were from Pittsburgh, California, and they recorded also behind Alice Jean and the Mondellos, also on the Rhythm label. Now, I don't know about this silver press. Now, it's not a bootleg. It's an original. So maybe this was something later. I don't know, because this record is hard, and I bought it from Spence, and I wouldn't call it an astronomical record, but it wasn't cheap. And it's a nice copy. I think it was from Dave Antrell's collection, if I'm not mistaken, because when Kevin, his brother, passed away, Spence was able to get a lot of David Antrell's records, and he was a big California collector, one of the first, even before Val. But then, with his failing health, and he ended up dying really prematurely, unfortunately, but was a very knowledgeable about the music. He had all those classic artists came, and he was finding the groups, and he was finding the records, and all the rare California stuff he had, but he traded his mint copies for lesser conditions. A very sad story to Dave Antrell. But anyway, this is a bonus track. This one here, released in early '58. It's Bob Jeffries and the uncredited Mondellos on the Rhythm label. I have a silver copy. Anybody knows anything, email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. But let's give it a spin. His rendition of the Johnny Ace tune, Never Let Me Go. Here you go, a bonus track.
Just let me love. Forget about tomorrow. Remember, darling, I love you. Never let me go. Dry your eyes, no tears, no sorrow. Remember, darling, I love you, and never let me go. My darling, you're so wonderful, so marvelous, so irresistible, and I dream of sending you to me from up above. Give me life, your lips, your love. Remember, darling, I love you, and never let me go. Oh, and never let me go.
Sounds of California here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, to be specific, the Bay Area for that. That's a great record, but I don't know if that's the true first press. I don't know if anybody knows. There is a picture of the black label rhythm on this, and it should be. This is Rhythm 110, so maybe this is like some later reissue. I have no clue, but a great record. You can't even find this one, to be honest. It's from early 58. Bob Jeffries and the uncredited Mondellos backing him up on the rhythm label Never Let Me Go. Now, Bob Jeffries would have one more release on the sister label Jody Records, which I do have in the collection, backed up by the Marcells, it says on there, who are really this backup group, the Mondellos. Anyway, Johnny G is your Sunday night disc jockey. I hope you're liking the show tonight. If you are, please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends about this program here. This is like not your normal radio show. It's a visual, okay? It's a visual. We're supposed to have fun here. Not mock Johnny G or laugh at Johnny G, but we need to laugh in jest, but play these records, and I try to give some information. Sometimes I'm not 100% correct, but I try to be the best I can. Anyway, let us continue here, and you know I hate, Big Dave Swinger knows I hate styrene 45s. I don't like them, especially when they're used like this one is. And I'm sure this one comes on vinyl too, but anyway. But this is a request for listener Dennis Fassett. I don't know if he's in yet. Usually arrives a little later. But he requested this. He said he remembered this song when he was younger. We were all younger, right, folks? But this rock and roll band founded by Jerry Granahan, okay, in Brooklyn, New York. Now, his group was named after the nickname of Dick Clark's son. Do you know Dick Clark's son's nickname? His name was Dickie Doo. I wonder how old Dickie Doo is now. I mean, that is Dick Clark's son. But this self-contained group included Harvey Davis on bass, Ray Gangi, I hope I typed it right, on guitar, Alex Ways on sax, Dave Aldred, of course, he was the ex-drummer of Buddy Knox and Jimmy Bowen's Rhythm Orchids. My aunt had, you know this song by Jimmy Bowen called I'm Stickin' With You? Well, she liked that record. She had that record on the Roulette label with the full roulette wheel, by the way. But I like that record too. But this features Jerry Granahan on lead, a.k.a. as Dickie Doo. And it's their second of 6 on the Swan label. This is actually the B-side. And I remember when Gus Gossard played it. Not my favorite record, the flip side. I mean, this one's okay on this side. Okay, this side charted number 46 on Billboard. It's from April 58. Let's give a listen to Dickie Doo and the Don'ts on Swan Records for Dennis Fassett. It's called Flip Top Box. Here you go, Dennis, for you, Dickie Doo and the Don'ts.
Sly old fox, and when they buried him, he made them use a flip-top box. At night, when the moon was shining bright above, he flipped the flip-top back, and he would call his love. She came a-running with a shovel, looking like a ghost. She started digging and a-digging, she dug him the most. She dug like a demon, and before too long, they were a-hugging and a-kissing, and they sang this song. They started dancing to the jive of the Tombstone Five. A lot of creepy-looking creatures started to arrive. The man at the entrance let some live ones in. They started rocking and a-rolling, and they all joined in. some dark night, and if you hear a lot of wailing, everything's alright. If bones are a rattling and the whole place rocks, you can blame it on the fox in the flip-top box.
That's actually a pretty cool, it's a rock and roll record, okay? It isn't a vocal group, but it's a cool rock and roll record. I like that side better than the flip side, I will tell you that much. April 1958, by request for Dennis Fassett. That's Dickie Do and the Don'ts as Jerry Granahan on lead. Flip Top Box is the name of the tune on the Swan record label. That's the flip side of like Nini Nana Nunu is the other side. Of course, I think after this release, Jerry would later have a number of solo releases. Okay, I think on Sunbeam, right after this, I think maybe at the same time he was also recording for Swan. He had No Chemise Please, it's kind of like a top 40 hit for him too, but he was so involved later on in the 1960s with writing and producing, etc. A big name in the music industry. Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Sunday evening. This is our third show of the week. We're going to have 4 shows next week. We're going to talk about it, but let us continue here and let's move into 1959 now, and we fill a request for listener Mnon for this girl group trio out of Philadelphia, PA. Now, the lead singer, her name is Willarine Ward Moultrie, okay, who previously was a member of the Clara Ward Singers that recorded also for the Savoy label, Herman Lubinsky's label out of Newark, New Jersey. But she left to form this trio together with Della Jo Campbell and Doris Gibson. They were known as the Gay Charmers. The Gay Charmers, first recording for the G&H label. I have that record in the collection. They would sign with Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records for 2 releases, and Mnon requested their second, written by the lead singer, Willarine Ward Moultrie. Let's go to March of 1959. Here are the Gay Charmers on Savoy, and it's called Why Do You Hurt Me, Darling? Here you go, Mnon, for you, the Gay Charmers.
Every night and every day
Yeah, girl group sounds here on the Vinyltreasure show. And that one there going out to listener Amnon. I like that record by them, I do. March 1959 release. They had the Gay Charmers, their second of two on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records, which is out of Newark, New Jersey. Why Do You Hurt Me, Darling? Powerful lead singer there, Willarine Ward Moultrie. And they would have one more, you're correct, Big Dave Swinger, on the Grand record label. I have that one in the collection. Was looking for it for a long, long time. Anyway, let us continue. We are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request now for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. And let me see. In the fall, I forgot the F there, Charlene, typing fast. I forgot it. In the fall of 1957, the Hollywood Flames would sign with Lee Roop's Ebb label. Now, she was the ex-wife of Art Roop, who owned that big specialty label, and she sued him in divorce court and won lots of bucks and opened up this label. So she said, I could run my own label, and she did. She ran the label. Now, this is the group's first release. Well, I'm sorry. The group's first release on the Ebb label was a hit. Many of you may know the tune. It was called Buzz, Buzz, Buzz. But they would have 9 releases in all on the Ebb record label. Now, Joseph requested their 7th release. Now, the group at this time included David Ford, Earl Nelson, Clyde Tillis, and Curtis Williams. This features Earl Nelson on lead, and this one came out in February of 1959. So here you go, Oldies Fan, the Hollywood Flames on Ebb Records, and the tune is called So Good. Here you go, Joseph, for you, the Hollywood Flame. That's Earl Nelson on lead with the Hollywood Flames. Hollywood Flames on the Ebb record label, going out to Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room. February 59 release, So Good is the name of the tune. That's their 7th release on the Ebb record label. Let us continue now in 1959. This is a bonus track. This is actually my second copy of this record. I still have the first copy I found for 10 cents when I used to go to Orangeburg, New York. There was a flea market at the 303 Drive-In. It was, I don't know, defunct or whatever. So I would go there early in the morning. I would take my aunt with me. She was looking for like elephant, small little elephant kind of trinkets or whatnot, like carved elephants. She would collect those. So in the meantime, I would be there looking for records, and there would be like four other guys that would have to beat to, you'd have to run to these booths there before the other guys went to them. And eventually, if one of the guys would set up there, he would be there early, of course. So I'd say, so what are you selling me today after you paid 25 cents for these? But anyway, I beat him to this record, but I got a nice copy of this. The other one's not that bad. It's available. It is if you need it. But this is a bonus track here. And this lead singer on this, I say he has an unmistakable voice. And those of you that know this singer, you may agree with me. His name was Rudy Anderson. Now, he was the lead singer of The Wheels that recorded for the Premium record label. You might know My Heart's Desire, kind of like a decent New York hit here. Don't know if it made its way out to the West Coast. I don't think so. But that was his first group on Premium. Also, he recorded as lead of the Federals, I think in 1957, recorded for Bobby Robinson's Fury label. And they do have one. They covered the Del Vikings tune, Come Go With Me, on Deluxe. So that's 57 and 58, respectively. This one's like has a George Goldner matrix. So Goldner probably distributed this and recorded this one here with his publishing, Real Gone Music, of course, but the label is Curtis, and Curtis Records was owned by Mort Curtis, who also owned the Curtis Music Publishing. So some deal, and Goldner was really great with doing these deals with these other record business guys. Trying to make a buck. It was always money involved with the label owners. Anyway, but the song written by Richard Barrett, we know him, and E. Thayer. I don't know who E. Thayer is, but the writer on the flip side is Carl Spencer, and we know him in a number of vocal groups, so I wonder if he is in this group. But anyway, here's a bonus track, February 59, Rudy and the Wheels, with Rudy Anderson on lead. The song is called It's Not For Me. No, it's not. It's for you. Here you go. It's Not For Me, a bonus track on the Curtis label.
For another friend.
Bonus tracks here on the Vinyltreasure Show. I hope you're liking Johnny G's bonus picks here for a Sunday evening. That's Rudy and the Wheels. Rudy Anderson, the lead singer there, from February 1959 on the Curtis record label. It's Not For Me is the name of the tune. I like that record. I do. Anyway, let us continue here. And let's fill a suggestion for Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. Larry Neal, disc jockey, had the Wax Museum out of Oklahoma City for many, many years, and he's now tuning into the Vinyltreasure Show. And I played a record, I think I opened the show last Sunday night with the Tempo Tones. Tempo Tones out of Long Island on the Acme record label. It was called Ride Along, and it reminded Larry of this tune. Larry, I have to talk to you about it. That list you sent me, there's one record on there that I need, okay? And if you have an original, I will give you an offer you can't refuse. And listen, you said you didn't care if they were originals, but I would definitely give you the boot that I have. We won't make a straight-up trade, but I want that Cezanne's on Marquet. Pardon me. So check your dead wax on that record, look for it, and then, I mean, you remember when you bought that record or where you got that record? Because the boots look really good, and they play decent too, but I know an original. I need the Cezanne's, Pardon Me, on Marquet from 62. Anyway, beside that point, this is going out to Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room as we head back out to California. Now, you may know the producing writing team of Fred Smith and Cliff Goldsmith. Of course, they were renowned for their success with the Olympics, had big hits with the Olympics, you know, like Western movies and a whole bunch of their things on the RV record label, well, mainly RV Records, because this is on the RV label. Actually, yeah, they were responsible for producing 3 releases by this group, okay, on RV Records. And this is the group's second release. Now, only 2 group members are known of this group. One was the brother of Clyde King. He was a member of this group. His name was Willie King. And the other is the lead singer of this group. His name is Beeman Young. I have a single by him also on this RV label, but he also wrote this tune. Okay, this is from April of 59, a suggestion by Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Tramps, not the Tramps that recorded from Philadelphia, no, the Tramps from California, the Tramps on RV Records, and the song is called Ride On. Here you go, Larry, for you, the Tramps.
We're gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, all night long. We're gonna oop shoo, be gonna oop shoo, be gonna oop shoo, be all night long. When I met a girl the other day, we're riding down the way. I opened the door and I asked her in a scream, oh, pretty baby, won't you ride with me? We gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, all night long. Well, I took that girl down to my house. I wanted her to meet my mom. I told her that I love her so. I screamed, oh, pretty baby, won't you marry me? We gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, all night long. Let's go. Wow, wow, wow. Do a good deed most every day. We gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, all night long. That girl down to my house, wanted her to meet my mom. I told her that I loved her baby, won't you marry me? We gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, gonna ride on, baby, all night long. We're gonna ride all night long.
Out of California there, those are the Tramps. These are not the Philadelphia Tramps. Don't get it confused. Not the disco. No way, not the Disco Tramps. This group out of California, that is Beeman Young is the lead singer on that, okay? And from April 1959, that when they're going out to Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room, the Tramps with Ride On is the name of the tune. That's on RV record label, the RV record label. As we ride on here on a Sunday evening, if you are new to the program, please consider subscribing. I can't say that enough. I say it all the time because it keeps the copyright police away from this program. And the more the more subscribers and activity like thumbs up and comments on the YouTube page, they let me stay on longer. I can get away with playing some hits, but once I get into the 2.5 hour area, then it becomes dicey. They may shut it down. They rarely shut this show down, though. But there's certain records I can't play. We were talking about it last night. I can't play Buddy Holly. I think I could play Richie Valens, but I can't play Buddy Holly or Elvis Presley. Can't do it. It's unfortunate. But and it's not because of Buddy Holly. It's because of his wife. His wife doesn't, his grandchildren, they don't want his records played by anyone except them. They want all the money is what they do. They don't want me to promote their records. What could I tell you? Listen, that's the way they want it. It's unfortunate. But anyway, let us continue here. And let's move into 1960 now. And let's fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room as we stay in California, this time on Lou Bedell's Dore Records. Now, when I was a toddler, okay, not that I get mesmerized by this label. So my aunt, I have her copy. I should show it to you. Her copy of Jan and Dean's Baby Talk. It is trashed, okay? But I used to like to watch this feather spin on the turntable. I was mesmerized by the Dore feather on this label. And it's like that aqua blue color, the stock copy. So that label and the genie that's on the Dunes label with Curtis Lee and Curtis Lee, Pretty Little Angel Eyes. I used to watch that label spin in circles, and it would hypnotize me to become a record collector. No. But anyway, this is on Lou Bedell's Dore label. Now, the singer on this, his name is Cam Morris. And I don't know who he is, but he wrote this song together with someone by the name of Don Coates, Coats, who early in his career, and for you rockabilly singers, you may know this better than I do, he was a rockabilly singer and performed in the movie. Did anybody see the movie? Bill Olb, I'm asking you if you saw the movie Rock Baby Rocket. You know that movie? Well, he performed in that movie. He's originally from San Antonio, Texas, and he is the founding member of his group called, well, there were a few groups. It was first called the Bon Airs, then a group called the Playbacks, and finally, like on this release, he's providing the instrumentation here, Don Coates and the Crusaders. They're supposedly backing up this Cam Morris. So this is going out to Adrian. This came out in April of 1960. It's on Dore Records. Here's Cam Morris with the Don Coates Crusaders. And the song is called, it's one word, it's called Someday. Here you go, Adrian, for you. Someday is the name of the tune.
Someday you're gonna love me. Someday you're gonna miss me. No matter what you say, one of these days you'll need One day you're gonna wake up. Someday you'll wanna make up, and then I won't be there. My life with you to share.
Johnny G getting caught here. There you go. That one there going out to a listener. Whoops. Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That is Cam Morris with the Don Coates Crusaders on the Dore record label. I think Jerry Diaz sold me this record on the cheap, like for $5. He sold it to me. I collect the Dore label. That one there from April 1960. Someday is the name of the tune. Let us continue now in 1960. Let's fill a request now for UK listener Indrajit Advani. He wants to dedicate this one to all the Vinyl Treasure Show community. That's all you in the chat room here. And you know this gal. Her real name was Ruth Weston, okay, but you know her as Ruth Brown. She signed with Atlantic Records back in 1949. And but let's move up 11 years to 1960. This is her 43rd release for the Atlantic record label. The tune written by Rosemarie McCoy and Luther Dixon and someone by the name of Elmo Glick. Do you know who Elmo Glick is? Elmo Glick was an alias for Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, who published this record. Maybe they didn't want their name in the writer credit too. I don't know. But and they produced this record also. And this is arranged by Howard Biggs from December 1960. Ruth Brown on Atlantic, going out to Indrajit, sending it out to all you Vinyl Treasure Show community. It's called Here He Comes. Here you go, Indrajit, for you.
Here comes him and all them boys. Here comes him and all them boys. He needs a haircut, he needs a shave. He won't work and he won't behave. Love a man. And dig him, y'all. He's coming to call. Dig him, y'all. Slopping down the hall. Move out the way, I got a pot on my nose. Jumping through my crazy clothes for love a man. My big sister wants to know why I fool around with this guy. If she'd ever been in his loving arms, she'd know the reason why. There you go, in them raggedy clothes. There you go, in them raggedy clothes. Busted shoes, twisted tie, raggedy, baggedy, still he's my lover man. My big sister wants to know why I fool around with this guy. If she'd ever been in his loving arms, she'd know the reason why. There you go, in them raggedy clothes. There you go, in them raggedy clothes. Busted shoe, twisted tie, raggedy, baggedy, still is my lover man. My lover man. My lover man. Oh, my man. Take it easy, man.
Okay, that one there going out to UK listener Indrajit Advani. Wants to dedicate that to the Vinyl Treasure Show community. December 1960 release there for Ruth Brown. Ruth Brown on the Atlantic label. Here she comes. is the name of the tune, and we continue here. So we got to the 1960, the next two records. This one, I think, this might have been released maybe in late 59 into early 1960, but this is going to be a twin spin by this artist, and this is our Collector Corner special of the program here. These records are not that easy to find, I will tell you that much, but this is a twin spin by this singer from Phoenix, Arizona. Steve in Arizona, if you ever find this record, it's a great tune. The interesting thing with this particular record, okay, so Greg Surik, my deceased record collecting peer, he would call me on Sunday evenings, maybe right before dinner time, and he'd want to know, this was before he had a computer, he'd want to know about the Northern Soul records that sold for the day. So I would go on eBay and I would sort by highest first, and I'd put in, you can call up the category Northern Soul records. So I would read them off to him, and he had John Manship's book with him. John Manship put out a number of books, okay, with those records in pounds. I think I have 3 of them here in the somewhere here on the shelf. So he would read them off, and he would write the prices in in that book, and I would read stuff off. So I said to him, and I was unemployed at the time, so I couldn't afford the record. So I saw this particular record on eBay being sold from someone from Phoenix, Arizona, was selling the record. I don't know if it might have been a buy it now for $1,500. I don't know what it was, but it was somewhere up in that range. And I said, "Do you need this record by Leroy Fullylove and the Buffs?" He goes, "Yeah, where do you see that?" So I said, "It's on, I can't get it. Okay, I can't buy it because I don't have the money right now to spend over 4 figures on the record." So I told him, and he ended up contacting the guy somehow, I forget when, and he bought this record. Okay, so he bought this record, but how funny life is that his record that I told him about that I couldn't buy, I ended up getting it in my collection. That is like a weird thing that happened, but that's true to fact with this record. And we're going to play 2 by this artist, okay, and this singer was a member of the Tads, T-A-D-S, the Tads that recorded for the Liberty Bell label. I think it was picked up by Dot Records in 1956, and also for the Rev. Charlene, I messed that up. I got REF, but it's Rev. And also on the Rev label in 1958 as the Tads/Dots. I think it's Wolf Call on one backed with ring chimes. That's the hard one by the Dots, and I forget the other one, Wolf Call, and the other flip. But anyway, he would go out on his own and create a new group, and he called them the Buffs, B-U-F-F-S. And this came out on the Elko, E-L-K-O records. It's out of Phoenix, Arizona, and the copyright date on this is October 16th, 1959. So I don't know. So we'll say I got it close enough for government work. 59, 1960 it goes. And it's a song he wrote. So let's give it a spin here. Our first of 2 by Leroy Fullylove and the Buffs from, I have 1960. It's called I Want to Know. This is on the Elko label. Here you go, folks. A Collector Corner 45. Here we go.
I want to know how much you love me, and if you ever miss me so, darling, I want to can take my place in soul. Darling, I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Ooh, I treat you right. Never fuss or fight. I just can't understand. I gave you everything, fur coats and diamond ring. It must be another man. I want to know how much you love me, and if you ever miss me so, darling, I want to know. I want to know.
Okay, there you go. Jimmy Amato play. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. There you go. So, anyway, Tony Barcia knows that tune. There you go. Leroy Fully Love. I got the AC on in the back. You may hear it. Is it blowing? A little bit. Anyway, so you may hear it. I'm burning up here. 1960, Leroy Fully Love and the Buffs on the Elko label. I Want to Know is the name of the tune. And we want to say happy birthday to Jazz Bell in our YouTube chat room. So happy birthday, Jazz Bell. I'm going to see if I have a record to send out to you. I'll see what I have. We'll send out a cool record to you. But anyway, so let me see. I told you the story about Greg. Now, I think this Elko label would evolve into Joe Ree, J-O-R-E-E, because Spence sold me two of this Leroy Fully Love's singles, solo efforts by him on the Joe Ree label. But we're going to do a twin spin on Leroy Fully Love, and this is actually another collector corner item. This was sold to me by Jerry Diaz, and if you ever deal with him, a West Coast dealer, he was not cheap. Okay, he would call you for expensive 45s. He would call me 3 o'clock in the morning to sell me records. This was one of them. Okay, and this is on Lee Hazelwood's Tandem label, again written by the lead singer Leroy Fully Love, and no group mentioned on this. Probably that same group, the Buffs, there backing him up. But this came out in May of 1961, so we got a twin spin, a twin collector corner spin by Leroy Fully Love. This is on Tandem, and the song is called I'm So Lonely. Here you go, Leroy Fully Love.
I've been so lonely since you've been gone, and darling,
Okay, there you go. You got a twin spin there on Leroy Fully Love. First heard his release with the Buffs from, I'd say, 1960 or late 59. I Want to Know on the Elko label. This one I played is on Tandem from May 61. I'm So Lonely is the name of the tune. There's our Collector Corner special for a Sunday evening. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing. That is a good thing to do. I will be back on Wednesday evening with your soul requests. So if you have a Soul 45 you'd like to hear, please tune in on Wednesday evening beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 to midnight right here on YouTube. I'll be on Oldies and More Radio also. Not tonight, though. This is only a YouTube exclusive as we continue here in 1961. Let's fill a request for Jessica Stanley. Now, you know this group. They were originally from Atlanta, Georgia, and this gal, she would have, or the lead singer of this group, female lead, would have her first hit when she was 16 years old. It was a cover of the Royals tune. If you know that tune on the Federal label called Every Beat of My Heart. But the group included Merrill Bubba Knight, William Guest, Edward Pattern, and lead singer Gladys Knight. And other releases followed, Huntum and VJ Records in 61, but they recorded for Bobby Robinson's Fury record label. Now, Jessica requested her third of 5 on the Fury label, a tune written by Don Covey. It's arranged by Horace Ott. This did charted number 19 on Billboard, 17 on Cashbox, number 3 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record if you were listening to WGES in Chicago, Illinois, from November 61. Let's give a listen to Gladys Knight and the Pips on Fury Records. It's called Letter Full of Tears. This is for Jessica. Here you go, Jessica, for you.
Here comes the mailman walking up the street, and it looks like he has a letter today for me. Wait a minute, let me look inside. No, it couldn't be from my guy, because he brought me. Yes, he did. I said he brought me. Yes, a letter full of tears. I thought we had a love so strong, it would take a lifetime to break us apart. Oh yeah, but I found out today I was wrong, and my reward was a broken heart. Here comes the teardrops. Welcome, welcome to my eyes.
And November 1961 release there for Gladys Knight and the Pips. Gladys Knight and the Pips on the Fury record label. What did I say that was? Their third of 5 for Fury Records, requested by Jessica Stanley. Song entitled Letter Full of Tears is the name of the tune. Wasn't that the title of the Isn't there an LP they have on, is it Fury Records? Somebody help me. I'm not a big LP collector, but I think if I remember the cover, I think I remember a cover like a letter with that. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for listener Gary Hendren in Alabama. Yes, Big Dave. We go back to the styrene, although this one plays better than it looks, we'll say. But this is the debut single for this group from the Bronx, New York. This came out on Vinny Catalano's Mermaid Records out of New York City. And the group included John Coos, his brother George, Phil Sanchez, Joel Feldman, Dennis Kestenbaum, and Chuck Epstein. Now, collectively, they were known as the Excellence. Now, you may have heard I played their record a couple weeks ago. Was it for SMB? Was it for you? Was it Coney Island Baby for your wife, I think? And then we played the flip. You Baby You, the Cleftones tune by this group called The Excellence. But this is their debut single, and they're doing the Jesters tune that came out in 1957 on Winley Records. This features Dennis Kestenbaum on lead, going out to listener Gary Hendren, July 61. The Excellence on Mermaid, and it's called Love No One But You for Gary. Here you go, Gary, for you.
Darling, don't say we're through. I can't sleep at night. I dream with all of my might that you come into my heart and will never yes, you are the one that I adore for now and forevermore. You are the one that I adore for now and evermore. I love no one but you. Darling, don't say we're through. I love no one but you.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Started off rough there, and then ended up playing okay. Excuse me, folks. July 1961. There you go, Gary Hendren. That's for you. Those are the Excellence. Dennis Kestenbaum. He's the lead singer on that side. It's on Mermaid Records. Love No One But You is the name of the tune. That's the Jesters tune. I bought that for like $1.87 from Joel Scherzer when he was selling his collection. I think it was originally from the Bronx. I think so. And he moved out to Pueblo, Colorado. And I don't know if Joel is still out there selling records. Joel, if you are watching this, I'd like to talk to you. I really would. Anyway, let us continue here. Jazz Bell is celebrating a birthday today. Want to say happy birthday to Jazz Bell in the chat room. I'm going to send this record out to you, Jazz Bell. I think it's a cool tune. And this is a bonus track that Johnny G has selected. This group from New Haven, Connecticut. This was their only release. Okay, the group included Dickie Arnold, Bobby Bowden, Count Hopkins, Fred Paris, and lead singer on this, his name was Marshall Lassiter. And this is produced by Fred Paris, who also played the chimes on this tune. This charted number 38 on WNHC if you were listening in New Haven, Connecticut. I really liked this record when I found out about it, and I was looking for it for a long, long time. And again, it's styrene, but this is a nice copy of it too. From October 61, we're going to send it out to Jazz Bell on Jazz Bell celebrating a birthday today. Here are the Cherokees. The Cherokees on United Artists Records. It's called My Heavenly Angel. The Cherokees, a bonus track. Here you go, folks.
Magic, magic, man, bomb. Oh, yeah, bomb, bomb, bomb.
My heavenly angel, my angel, oh darling, I love you so, I want you forever, forever, and never let you go. You made all my come true, and I love you.
Magic, magic, man, bomb. Oh, yeah, bomb.
My Cinderella, Cinderella, like out of a storybook. I've searched so hard over 1 kiss is all it took. As the stars that shine in the sky, even as the man in the moon. While sitting in my lonely room, my heavenly angel, my angel, I can't believe that you're mine, but it was in my heart until the end of time.
Magic, magic, man, bomb. Oh, yeah, bomb, bomb, bomb.
But here you are, dear, in my arms until the end of time.
Magic, magic, man, bomb. Oh, yeah, bomb, bomb, bomb.
Okay, that group is called the Cherokees. The Cherokees there. We'll send that one out to Jazz Bell celebrating a birthday today. October 1961. Where were you in October 61? 58, 9, 60, 61. I was 3 years old. My grandfather was taking me to buy red boots at the Tom McCann's, I think. Maybe a little bit later. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. My grandfather passed away by October 61. Because he died in March of 61. So I was not. I messed that up, Mom. I'm sorry about that. But, yeah, my grandfather passed away in March of, I think it was March of 61, yes. But, so I messed up. But I was 3, and it was not a good time in the household at the time when I lost my grandfather. But anyway, October 61 released the Cherokees. Cherokees with Marshall Lassiter on lead. That one there on United Artists Records, My Heavenly Angel is the name of the tune. As we continue here for a Sunday evening, and if you're digging what you're hearing, please give Johnny G a thumbs up. Share this video with some of your friends that you think they might like this music. I mean, this is a little different than this Saturday night show because I start off real early with some of the early sides from, 1951 or whatnot, and we end in 57. This one we start with 1958. If you like that era of music, some people like it all, and they even listen to my soul show on Wednesdays, and I listen to it all. I tell you, I'm passionate about music. When I went for the when they hired me at the utility company and we had to go to like orientation, they were like, "Are you passionate about anything?" And nobody had any passion for anything. I had passion. They said, "Really? What do you have passion for?" I said, "I have a passion for music." And at the time, I think I had, it might have been 140,000 45s at the time. I says, "Well, I collect records. I have about 140,000 records. Now it's over 200,000 records." But I said, that's what my passion is. Don't tell my father because he thinks I have too many records. But it's never enough for a collector. It's an addiction, it is. Let us continue here. And we're going to get a record for Dandy Dan celebrating a birthday today, too. I need to know in advance for the birthdays. You can slip me a note. Would be good. But this is a request for listener Paul Michel. This singer, he's from Brooklyn, New York. His real name was Marvin Della Croce. Marva Della Croce was his real name, but he recorded as Eddie Delmar. Eddie Delmar, first recording for the Vegas label earlier in 1961, a label out of Philadelphia. But Paul requested his second overall release, and on both of his releases, he's being backed up by a vocal group. The uncredited vocal group on this is the Bob Knight 4, okay, which had their own releases on, what's that label, that red label they were on? I forget. But anyway, this one is on the Madison record label, and this is actually a cover song. You may know this song as done back in 1956 by the Three Friends on the Lido label. It was a big New York hit. But let's give a listen to this version requested by Paul Michel. Came out in September 61. It's Eddie Delmar on Madison Records doing the Three Friends tune. It's called Blanche. Here you go, Paul, for you, the Eddie Delmar.
This is a story of a boy and a girl, how they both live together in their own private world. The boy's name was Billy, the girl's name was Blanche. Once it happened, one day they took a chance. I took a walk one day with Blanche along the avenue of love and romance, and I decided that I'll take a chance just to see how happy life would be with only Blanche and me. We took a stroll one afternoon, but our parting came a little too soon, and now I'm dreaming of Blanche by the moon. She's the girl for me. Can't you see that I love her? What more can I ask from heaven above? If I lose her, I'll lose my only love. Now there is something that you can't deny. Love is something that money cannot buy. And now I'm dreaming of Blanche by the moon. She's the girl for me. My one and only girl is Blanche.
September 1961 release there for Eddie Delmar and the uncredited Bob Knight 4 backing him up. Thank you, Frank Chingaro, Laurel Records. Yes, Good Goodbye was the tune that they had, that probably their most popular tune. They have lots of releases too, by the way. That's Eddie Delmar on the Madison record label. Their rendition of the Three Friends tune Blanche is the name of that. That's going out to listener Paul Michelle. It was interesting when I worked for a company called, and I told you about it, Transamerica Leasing. So I was a lowly staff accountant doing bank reconciliations. I used to do their big checking account, their disbursement account, thousands of checks. So I would have to go down to accounts payable all the time. And so there were all the girls there, and they were like rows of girls, and there were these file cabinets in front. So they didn't know me, and I ended up spending too much time there. My boss would look for me while I was talking to the girls. So there was an older woman there. So they were asking me about my record collection. So I was a little bit flirtatious with this girl, Julie. And, we'd be talking back and forth. So she said, Johnny, I understand you have a record collection. I said, yeah, I do. And she says, well, do you have my favorite song when I was a teenager? The song was called Blanche by the Three Friends. I said, yeah, I have your record. I don't know whatever happened to her. Her name was Kathy Mackin. Kathy Mackin was there, but she was older than the other girls. They were much younger. And I don't know what happened to them. I used to keep in touch for a while, but then we didn't. But I had a lot of... Their manager said, John, shouldn't you be somewhere? What are you talking here with my workers here? They're not going to get any work done. So she complained to my boss, and he said, I don't want you going over there to AP talking to the girls, but I did. Anyway, I used to sneak back there and talk to them. Anyway, Johnny G babbling on here. Let us continue now. We are in 1961. Let's go back out to California now. Fill a request for Davy Hecht in Vermont. Okay, in Vermont, I got it right. We're also going to send this one out to Dandy Dave, who's celebrating a birthday today. That's two people in my chat room celebrating birthdays. Jazz Bell and Dandy Dave. But we'll send this one out to you. This group out of Los Angeles, California, they included Maudie Giles, Joe Lewis, Charles Taggart, Nathaniel Wilson, and the lead singer, his name Stan Beverly, who purchased, I can't see with the cataracts, who produced this session. When they recorded this session recording both sides of this 45, Every Day's a Holiday, backed with L.A. Lover. Okay, and Stan Beverly really thought that this record had a chance to become a major hit. So what he did was he leased the record to several different labels in a number of years. Okay, because the true first press of this comes out on Hunter Hancock's Swinging label, and that's the one that I'm featuring. The second release of this, okay, an ultra rare one on I think it's called Harrico, I think Hareco, Harrico Records, a really rare record from May of 62, but that's the true second issue. And then in September 62, it came out on 20th Century Fox, which I have, and then one more time in October of 62 on Danny Coggin's Elf Records. So I have all of them except that Harrico release, which is really ultra rare. But anyway, it features... This features Stan Beverly on lead, and it's a request for Davy Hecht in Vermont, and we're also going to send it out to Dandy Dave, who's celebrating a birthday today, from April 61. Let's give a listen to the Hollywood Saxons on Swingin' Records, and it's called Every Day's a Holiday, but today is a birthday for Dandy Dave. Here you go, the Hollywood Saxons.
Ooh.
See, I thought that was the clean copy of that record. Evidently, it was not. And now I thought, because I have multiple copies of this record here. I show you how many. I got 4 copies there because I'm like, where is a good copy to play? Because these swinging records, the only good swinging record is the first one, and the later ones, like later on in 64 and later, they were vinyl, but all in between, they were like this. But the first one, Buddy Gibson, I think, is the group. That was 59. That's a vinyl press. This is not. Okay, but I like the record. It's a great tune. April 1961. Hollywood Saxons there going out to a Davy Hecht in Vermont. We'll also send it out to Dandy Dave on his birthday. Every Day's a Holiday is the name of the tune. I featured it on the Swingin' label. Stan Beverly, the lead singer on that, with that floating type tenor in the background there. Anyway, let us continue in 1961. Here's a bonus track as we stay out in Los Angeles, California. I'm going to send this one out to Nat Papagallo because I know he has this or had this in his jukebox, but not an original. Okay, yeah, he wanted an original, but it was too pricey for Nat. And this group, this is on out of Los Angeles, California, on Sid Talmadge's Highland label. Can you name the big hit on the Highland record label? Do you know what it is? It was from late 60 into 61. It was done by Rosie and the Originals. The biggest hit for the label was called Angel Baby. You must know that record, right? Well, this is another record on the Highland record label. This group included Frank Wilson, Henry Wilson, Thomas Wilson, Vance Wilson, and Virginia Wilson. Okay, collectively they were known as the Wilsones. Will, W-I-L-S-O-N-E-S. They were called the Wilsones. And that's a clever name for a group, right, you would say? Now, it features Frank Wilson on lead. Do you know who Frank Wilson is? Well, Frank Wilson is the same guy that Berry Gordy Jr. hired in late 65 to head up Motown's West Coast operations in Los Angeles, California, and he's also the guy who recorded that ultra rare northern track on the Soul label called Do I Love You, Indeed I Do. He's the lead singer on this, okay? So there you go. Information on this, which I don't have. If I'm going to get that record, it's going to be a bootleg that I'll be able to play on the program, but I don't have it. I don't want to buy over from the UK, which is the reason. But I like this record a lot, and I know Nat Papagallo does too. It's a bonus track, November 1961, The Wilsones on Highland. It's called Let Me Tell You is the name of the tune. Here you go, The Wilsones, a bonus.
Let
Bonus tracks here on the Vinyltreasure Show. So you guys and gals digging on Johnny G's bonus track. Let me see if this is a Billy. Forgot to mention, is this Billy Page on this one here? No, Bobby Sanders. Okay, that's you want to know Bobby Sanders. If you see that on the record label, you want to buy the record. But there you go. From November 1961, a bonus track, The Wilsons is the name of the group. That's on Highland Records. Let Me Help You, the name of the tune, and that's with Frank Wilson on. We will send it out, though, to Nat Papagallo in Naples, Florida. And let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Bill Olben, New Jersey. And Tony Barcia, you are a big 78 guy. You going to be around on Thursday afternoon? Because Bill Olb will be here playing 78s, his second 78 special. Bill Olb will be my in-studio guest this coming Thursday, okay, May 22nd, 2026, from 1 p.m. Eastern Time till 4 p.m., okay, with his second all 78 RPM vinyl semi-flex mix program, which is still, that's gangbusters he's still doing on that show that he did on, you can check out the old show there, July 24th of 2025. A phenomenal sounding 78s, and he will be bringing them here. He's not going to bring his slate 78s. He's going to bring the kind of like the vinyl and the vinyl mixes that a lot of these companies did. He's going to give us some commentary on it and some commentary on the groups. It's both from his collection and also Gordy Freeman's collection. And anyway, so I'll show you all this. And plus he's got other things, okay, and other experiences. I call Bill a music historian with his experiences, and he has it all up here in his head. So you want to tune in this coming Thursday. Johnny G will be here. It's Bill Olb's second all 78 special. Mark your calendar. Thursday afternoon, a special program here. I have it up on the YouTube wall. And if you miss it, because I know a lot of you guys and gals work, I am retired, although I am working. But anyway, so tune in. It should be a great show. I'm looking forward to Bill being here again. And he's planning for future shows here on the program. But anyway, this is his request here for listener Bill Olb. And this singer, originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, and first recording with a vocal group. He was the lead singer of the Victorials that recorded for the Imperial record label. Now, he would then relocate out to Los Angeles, California, okay, recording for so many different labels during his career. First in 1959, recorded for the Alden and Kelly label. Then in 1960, with releases on MJC, Delphi, and Etzel's. Then in 61, recorded for Wizard, Federal, and VJ Records, which brings us to this song here, which was first issued in early 1961 on the Wizard label, would get picked up, and I don't have it on Wizard. I only have, I think, one of his records on the Wizard label. But this would get picked up by VJ Records, and that's how I have it. Came out in May of 61. His name is Hal Davis, and a vocal group, I don't know who this is, Hal Davis and an unknown vocal group on VJ Records, going out to listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. It's called Merchant of Love. Here you go, Bill, for you.
Merchant of love, I am all broken heart, and I hope that someday you'll come to me. Yes, I hope you will. You'll come to me. Merchant of love, I say then come to me, then come to me. Oh, I don't care where you may be, near or far away. Oh, I'll tell you this, yes, I'll tell you this. I'll promise you so much happiness. Oh, I am the merchant of love. I'll give you my words and my charm, and I hope, oh yes, I hope right now you'll come to me. You'll come to me. Yes, I hope you will. You'll come to me. Yes, I hope you will. You'll come to me. Whoa.
Okay, there you go. By request for Bill Olben, New Jersey. They like that tune there. In the Vinyltreasure show, I should say, in the YouTube chat room there. I haven't played that record in a long time. I have not, folks. Hal Davis and a vocal group there. That's first on the Wizard label, California label, picked up by VJ Records, is how I have it. May 1961. VJ Records, Merchant of Love is the name of the tune. A very cool tune. So stay tuned. Bill O will be here on Thursday afternoon. Let us continue here. Got another bonus track here, and I'm sure all of you are familiar with this singer from Denton, Texas originally, but he would later relocate to San Francisco, California. Now, you may know his 1968 releases or 69 releases, whenever they came out. Songs like Dance to the Music and Everyday People and Hot Fun in the Summertime and Family Affair. You know who I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Sly Stone, okay? Sly Stone of Sly and the Family Stone, right? Well, before those releases, like 7 years prior, okay, he was a member of a vocal group called the Viscanes, okay, which I do have that, I forget the label, but I got a white promo. The Viscanes, but he left that group to go solo after meeting up with West Coast record mogul George Mottola. I called George Mottola the George Golner of California. That's what I call him. That's what I say. But and Mottola orchestrated his debut single. Okay, this tune written by Mottola and his wife Ricky Page, and this came out on the Luke record label out of Hollywood, California. And here is Sly Stone, aka Danny Sly Stewart, and a group backing him up. This is a bonus track. And this one from November 1961 on Luke Records, Danny Sly Stewart with A Long Time Alone. Another bonus track here on a Sunday evening with Johnny G. Here you go.
Again last night, it brought back
bonus tracks here on a Sunday evening with your host Johnny G, and that is the first solo effort by Sly Stone, aka Danny Sly Stewart, November 1961. That's on Luke Records. I would think this is George Mottola's label out of California. A Long Time Alone is the name of the tune. Now, you can get this song, was re-released in June of 62 on the G&P record label, which I do have in the collection with a different flip, which is great. All three songs, okay, by Danny Sly Stewart are excellent tracks, and it's unbelievable. It was a shame what happened to him, really. It's such a star he was, especially when he was with Sly and the Family Stone, how came out on hard times too, and we lost him a few years ago. We lost Sly Stone, but we remember him here on the Vinyltreasure show. At least these records, we lose these singers constantly. Now, it's almost like every day we lose these singers, but this music etched in our mind, especially if you grew up with it. It is. And again, I was listening to it because my aunt was playing these records, is what it was. But anyway, I digress. Let us continue here. Let's move into 1962 now, and we stay in Los Angeles, California. Again, this time a request for listener Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. Gary, I have extinguished your 50s requests for either show. I have some 60s requests. Amy sent me some more. I think she sent me a couple more. But if you think you're running low on your requests, you should ask me so then I could replenish them. I have a new way of keeping track of your requests. I do. So make sure you send me things you'd like to hear. Sometimes it takes me some time to find these records. It's going to be worse going forward. Got so many things that are going to be happening here in the home, so do that. But this is for Gary McClendon. This singer previously was the lead singer, the lead singer of this group was previously the lead singer, or I should say member, of a group called the Cyclones that recorded for the Forward label in 1959. Then in 1960, he would become the lead singer of this group called the Furies. Okay, his name was Jerome Evans, and the other members of the Furies were David Cobb, Tony Allen, Jimmy Green, and Charles Jackson. They would sign with James McEachin's, I think that's how you say it, McEachin's Mac 4 label to have 5 releases. Now Gary requested their second release. I think this is actually a B-side. The flip side of this, I think, got some action. It was called Zing Went the Strings of My Heart, their rendition of this. But I think this is the B-side from December 1962. Here are the Furies on Mac 4 for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. It's called Nevermore. Here you go, Gary, for you, the Furies.
When I said my last goodbye and the tears fell from your eyes, I said that I was glad to go. A bigger lie was never told. They tried to tell me that you were wrong, that all the while you were leading me on. And to think that I believe that lie, chalk it up to my foolish pride. Did you think that I could say goodbye with the tears falling from your eyes? Nevermore will I say we're through. Nevermore will I hurt you. And as I slowly turned and walked away, I knew the price I had to pay. I didn't go nowhere except outside your door and wept. Did you think that I could say goodbye
Yes, Ed Brown, I got to agree with you. That had a little bit of I Know by Barbara George behind that, I'd say. But those are the Furies. The Furies on the Mac 4 label. That one there by request for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. December 62, Nevermore is the name of the tune. Don't say never to Johnny G. There's always hope. There is. As we continue here, we are in 1962 now. For all those collectors in the Louisville, Kentucky area, that includes Big Dave Swinger and also David Fields. I played actually on the March 26, 2026 show, or I should say edition of the Vinyltreasure show. I featured the flip side of this for listener David Fields, this group from Louisville, Kentucky, and he was this singer. He was the lead singer of the Sultans. Did lead on their first two singles on Tilt record label, and also sang with a group called the Carnations on one of their releases on the Tilt label. His name was Tommy Cosden. Tommy Cosden. He recorded as Cosmo. Now, he would team up with Wayne Young of the Carnations to form a group called the Counts, and through the mid-1960s had several local hits, really popular in the Louisville, Kentucky area. Songs like Small Town Gossip, which I have in the collection, Soft and Pretty. I don't know if I have that, Troubles of My Own. I have to double check on those, but I do have singles both on this Tilt and also the Jam labels, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I featured the A side of this on that March 26th show. His second single on the Tilt record label, Sweetheart Please Don't Go, which was a cover, what, of the Gladiolas, I think it was, Big Dave, if I got that right. But Dave requested the flip side, this side written by Charles Woodring from August 62 by request for David Fields. Here is Cosmo and his group on Tilt Records, and the song is called Just Words. Here you go, David, for you, Cosmo.
Just words in promises tender.
That's August 1962 release there for Cosmo. That was his second release on the Tilt record label. That is a styrene press. The ones distributed by that's not a London. The ones distributed by London, I think, are vinyl. Those presses, I think. But this one is not. My Sultans is a vinyl press on the yellow label, and so is my Hayden Sisters also. But I have the first wave, the Hayden Sisters. Those are nice copies of those. But this, and Dale Hawkins was on that label too, I think. Anyway, August 1962, that one there by request for David Fields. Cosmo, Just Words is the name of the tune on the Tilt record label. Got to check through your list, David, for more of those Louisville, Kentucky artists. He sent me a bunch of them. He did. But let us continue. We are still in the year, still got a couple records out of 1962. Let's go to Brooklyn, New York now. And filling a request for listener Delwood Jeff. The first time I heard this was on a roulette. I think it was one of Morris Levy put out like one of those roulette compilation LPs. All these dance songs. You know, those roulette, the compilation series, I forget what it was called, but it was for dancers. It had all these cool dance records on them, you know. But this group would have 7 releases on the Belltone record label, and the group included Jerome Hanna, Richard Harris, Norman Johnson, Thurman Prophet, and the lead singer of this group. His name was Eugene Pitt. Collectively, they were known as the Jive Five. You may know their debut single was a hit here in the New York area, a song called My True Story. They followed it up with a tune called Never Never, and then this was their third release that Delwood Jeff requested. This bubbled under on the Billboard chart at number 105, but was number 17 on WNCH out of New Haven, Connecticut. Let's go to March of 1962 now for Eugene Pitt and the Jive Five on the Belltone label. And this is for Delwood Jeff. It's a dance, folks. Let's dance. Hully Gully Callin' Time. Here you go, the Jive Five.
Everybody, Hully Gully.
Come on now. Yeah, baby. Come on.
Hully Gully.
When the leader starts to call, everybody gets into line. With your partner, have a ball. 'Cause it's Hully Gully calling time. Come on now. Yeah, baby.
Everybody, Hully Gully.
When the leader says let's go, to the butterfly doing fine. Wave your arms around the air. 'Cause it's Hully Gully calling time. To the Frank Sinatra.
Everybody,
Put your hands in your pocket.
everybody, Hully Gully.
To the hula hoop. Yeah, baby.
Come on, baby. Let's go around and around and around.
Let's shoot some pool. Come on now.
8 ball side pocket.
To the Floyd Patterson. Yeah, baby.
Come on now. Throw them lefts and rights.
Everybody's got it right. So baby, let's get on the line. We can keep this up all night. 'Cause it's Hully Gully calling time. Do you like the shimmy? Yeah. Come on now. Yeah. Come on. Come on.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Delwood Jeff. Those are the Jive 5, Eugene Pitt and the Jive 5, their third release on the Belltone record label, March 1962. Hully Gully Calling Time. What is the what is the Frank Sinatra? I know what the Jackie Gleason is from the Madison time, but what is the Frank Sinatra? What is that dance? Exit stage left? I don't know. Somebody tell me. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show, and we are in the year 19. Is this the last one? No, I still got another one. I still got a couple more to go. Geez, I got more than that. But let's do a flip side request. We're still going to all these California records here. We're going to do a flip side request for listener John Engstrom. Now, last week I featured this Dore 45 by Gene Haywood and a girl group backing him up. Actually, a pretty nice record, John, I have to say. A song called I Want to Run to You. And that was a nice tune, which I probably prefer versus this side, because I bought this record from Jerry Diaz a long time ago. On the cheap, I did. But this is the flip side of the 45, written by the label owner, Lou Bedell, and somebody by the name of Paula Lewis, who I don't know. March 1962. This is Gene Haywood. Gene Haywood on Dore Records, and the song is called Emptiness, and this is for listener John Engstrom. Here you go, John, for you.
No shouting, no riot, just an emptiness here in my heart. No kisses, no laughter, no loving hereafter, just an emptiness here in my heart.
Okay, John Engstrom, there you go. That's for you. It's an okay record, I guess. March 1962 release. That is Gene Haywood. Gene Haywood on Dore Records out of California. Emptiness is the name of the tune. Well, no emptiness here on the Vinyltreasure show. Let us continue now. And we are in the 1962 block. And this is a bonus track, again, from Johnny G, because I like this group. I do. I love this group from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I think they got great harmonies, okay, and have played a number of their releases here on the Sunday show. And they would have 13 in all releases for the Colpix record label. They also have an LP. I know L.A. Arch has the LP as an original. I do, too, somewhere in the No Humidity basement. But let's see. The group members here were Gene J. Bricker, Fred Johnson. He was the bass of the group, unmistakable voice on this group, Fred Johnson. Richard F. Cross. I'm sorry. How do you say that? No, I wrote that wrong. Krause, I think that should be. I don't know, I might have messed that up. Ronald Mundy, and lead singer on this, his name Cornelius Harp. Collectively, of course, you know who they are. They are called the Marcells. Now, this was the group's 9th release for Colpix Records. This was recorded April 11th of 1961, but Colpix put this out, I think, as a B-side in July of 62. I think this is the flip of Friendly Loans, if I'm not mistaken. July 62, a bonus track. I like this side better. The Marcells on Colpix. It's called Loved Her the Whole Week Through. Here you go, the Marcells with a bonus.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Loved her the whole week. Dum dooby dum dooby dum dooby dum dooby dum.
Met her on a Sunday, took her out on a Monday.
Well, now then, what did you do?
Tuesday night, oh, we were walking in the moonlight.
In the moonlight.
Wednesday and Thursday, we held hands in the park.
Then what did you do?
Held her close, 'cause she was afraid of the dark.
Dooby dum dooby dum. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Loved her the whole week. Dum dooby dum dooby dum dooby dum dooby dum.
Friday night, we were alone together.
Then what did you do?
I'm here to tell you we didn't talk about the weather.
Weather, oh no.
Saturday night, oh, she let me kiss her.
Then what did you do?
Sunday morning, I began to miss her.
Dum dooby dum. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Loved her the whole week through.
Friday night, we were alone together.
Then what did you do?
I'm here to tell you we didn't talk about the weather.
Weather, oh no.
Saturday night, oh, she let me kiss her.
Then what did you do?
Sunday morning, I began to miss her.
Dum dooby dum. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Loved her the whole week. Dum dooby dum dooby dum dooby dum. Dum dooby dum dooby dum dooby dum. Dum dooby dum dooby dum dooby dum. Dum dooby dum.
Yeah, July 62 bonus track there by Cornelius Harp and the Marcells. What did I say? Their 9th release for Colpix Records. Loved Her the Whole Week Through is the name of the tune. They recorded that in April 11th of 1961. That was the original group there. There were some changes later on into the later 60s with the group. I should say late 62, 63. But let us continue here, and we are in the 1962 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Timothy in our YouTube chat. I'm guessing this group is out of Pennsylvania, maybe Philadelphia. I know the label's out of Philadelphia. It's called Bonnie Records. Okay, and it appears to be the only release for this group. The song written and arranged by someone by the name of Tony Lewis. I don't know who that is, okay, but it's 1962. I bought this from Ken Thompson, I think, many years ago. On the cheap, of course. The Tokays, Tokays, the Tokays on the Bonnie label, and the song is called Lost and Found. Here you go, Timothy, for you, the Tokays.
Dear Mr. Editor of the Lost and Found, please read my letter, sir, and pass it around. If in your column you print it today, here's what I'd like it to say.
I lost a true love, a love that I found. She was my new love, the truest around. Somehow or other we drifted apart. I lost a lover and I lost my heart.
story. Please answer my plea. And if you find her, return her to me. Tell me she loves me and she's homeward bound. Thanks, Mr. Lost and Found. So that's my story. Please answer my plea. And if you find her, return her to me. Tell me she loves me and she's homeward bound. Thanks, Mr. Lost and Found. Lost and found. Lost and found.
Okay, there you go. Those are the Tokays, Tokays. The Tokays there, 1962. It's on Bonnie Records out of Philadelphia. Song entitled Lost and Found. Now, usually, I never played that side before. Usually play the flip side, which is kind of like, we don't want to play the other side. I'm not going to play it, but it's called Fatty Boom Bellatty, that which is the A side. No, actually, that's the B side of the record. I take it back. That was the A side you heard. I was saying, why would they play the other side on the radio? Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure show. Got one more record out of 62, and as we go back to Philadelphia, and this is another side I didn't play, and this is a request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland, and this is not an easy record to find either. Okay, this label was located at 2207. Anybody familiar with the Philadelphia area? 2207 North Broad Street in Philadelphia. Was that by the American Bandstand Studios, or was that somewhere else? I don't know how large Broad Street is, but maybe it's pretty broad, I'd say. But anyway, it looks like this group had another release on the Philly-based Arlen label. I think they're one in the same group, although Ferdy Gonzalez didn't have this listed there, so I don't know what happened, but I don't know for sure. The song written by Herman Wines and Francis J. Rinaldi, and I call this a novelty tune is what I'll call this, and never featured this side, but this is for Bob Cruz in Maryland, and the music is provided by a group called the Capitals. This came out in January of 1962. Let's give a listen to the Nomads, Nomads, the Nomads on Northern Records out of Philly. And I almost had one of these today. My mother had to scoop me out of the room. My father, I know my mother thinks I'm going to get one of these or a stroke, but the song is called Heart Attack. Here you go, Bob Cruz, for you, the Nomads.
Heart attack every time we meet. Heart attack when I see you on the street. Heart attack when you look my way. Heart attack every single day. Ooh, darling, you give me a heart attack. Heart attack when you talk. Heart attack when you walk with me. Heart attack 'cause you walk so fine. Heart attack 'cause you wild on mine. You, darling, you give me a heart attack. Every time you're close to me, you set my soul on fire. Darling, you're the most to me. You're my one and only desire. Heart attack when you're in
Okay, that's what I call a novelty tune, folks. I will say that. But anyway, there you go. Those are the Nomads from January 62. It's on Northern Records out of Philadelphia. Heart Attack is the name of the tune. That's going out to listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. Now, there's a radio station stamp on this. This is the station that had fantastic records out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. Okay, and it's WAEB in Allentown, Pennsylvania. They dumped all their records in a landfill. So people ran there to pull these records out of the landfill. You should see some of the records that were in there. Amazing stuff. That a record, a radio station, I don't know what happened to this station. This is the property of WAEB in Allentown, Pennsylvania. They just threw them in the garbage. I mean, I would have been there all night digging them out. They were records, all great tunes like that. Anyway, I'm fantasizing about it, all right, folks? Anyway, let us continue here. Let's move into 1963 now. Let's fill a request for listener Tommy Albergo. Okay, this group from the Bronx, New York, first recording for, I think, Trade Martin's label, Rome Records, if I'm not mistaken, in 1961. Now, after 3 releases for the Rome label, they met up with producer Stan Vincent, okay, who helped them on a song they were working on, a song called Remember Then, and then shopped it around, and there was only 1 bite on that song, okay, and that was by High Weiss of Old Town Records, who released it in November of 1962 on his Old Town Records. But the group ended up having 7 releases on the Old Town label. Now, Tommy requested their 5th release, okay, a song which was first done way back when, well, actually 1952, first done by Jane Froman, but recorded for, so many recorded this group. I think Frankie Lane, Frankie Lane had the hit with it, I think, in 1953. But let's give a listen to this version as done by Larry Chance and the Earls. Now, when this 45 came out, it was kind of edited. It was shortened because it was too long. Okay, it was too long, and they still made it long. I think, well, one of them I have the time on, and the other one I do not. The styrene press, and my copies are crappy on this record. The other one is a little bit okay. I had to take the toothbrush to it. But this is 3 minutes and 10 seconds, okay? And a record that was played on the Gus Gossard Show constantly. And when Larry Chance was performing this, when he was singing, he would sing this record because everybody loved this tune here that he did. And what happened was a cotillion would reissue this, and they had some great, not many, but the wax and the sound of the records were fantastic. And they messed up on one, the Fiestas, I think, which I can't find, a different flip side. But anyway, this is on the Cotillion label, and it's a full minute longer, just about. It's 4 minutes and 8 seconds. But this is the original version. Now, I don't know, is there an Old Town LP, maybe, that this was on? Possibly. I don't know. But anyway, for Tommy Albergo, let's go to August of 1963. Here is our Larry Chance and the Earls on, this is on Cotillion. And their rendition of the tune, I Believe. Here you go, Tommy, for you, the Earls.
There is a star of the storm, the smallest prayer can still be heard. Can still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know I know that at one time or another, we've all lost someone very near and very dear. But there's no cause to fear, because there's someone above watching over them and watching over us. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know I believe. Somewhere above, there is a
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to listener Tommy Albergo in our YouTube chat room. That's Larry Chance and the Earls. I featured it on the Cotillion record label, the full version, for 4 minutes and 9 seconds. Yeah, August 1963, and the Earls with "I Believe." And if you hear the 45 on Old Town Records, I'm actually surprised you can actually hear where they clipped out the resuscitation. You're correct. No, not recitation. Johnny G needs resuscitation, breathing. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. 4 more 45s to go before we sign off here. Let's fill a request now for listener Chris Reed. This group from Chicago, Illinois, first recording for the LaSalle label. I had that record over here too, by the way. They were called the Chanteurs. I think that's how you pronounce it. Chanteurs. And the lead singer with their initial release on LaSalle Records was Solly McElroy. And some of you may know Solly McElroy. He was one of the lead singers of the Flamingos on their early releases, and also would go on to lead the Moroccos. Okay, but he would leave the group, and they would be replaced, or he would be replaced by Eugene Record. Of course, some of you that listen to my Soul Show know that Eugene Record, of course, would later record for the Shy-Lights, but this group would eventually, with 3 of the other members, become the Highlights / Shy-Lights. And this is on Vivian Carter's VJ record label from June 63, going out to Chris Reed, the Chanteurs on VJ. It's called You've Got a Great Love. Here you go, Chris, for you, the Chanteurs, or Chanteurs.
your pride stand in your way, my dear. Just tell me that you love me. Oh, yes. And though you may have no one else, you got me. If it were you said that we were through, I couldn't find a greater lover than you. I'd find no greater love now. Oh, some girls have this and that, but you have it. You got a great love. You got a great love. You got a great love. You have a great love. I believe that every star above has been a part of mine and every man's love. But man has never touched them. Oh, no. And with each sigh, we're closer to the eye and to your great love. To your great love. To your great love. To your great love.
Okay, June 1963 release there. By request for a listener, Chris Reed, the Chanteur, Chanteurs is how you spell it. That's on Vivian Carter's VJ Records. You've Got a Great Love is the name of the tune. That's Eugene Record on lead. You hear him a lot on my Soul Show on Wednesdays, so tune into the Soul Show if you like soul music. But please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. It keeps the copyright police away. It's amazing that, knock on wood, they have not been around tonight for some reason. But anyway, got one last bonus track here. I got 3 records to go here, but one last bonus track. And last week I featured this gal by the name of Janet Dean. Now, she was the lone female member of the Skyliners, Jimmy Beaumont's Skyliners. Okay, but she would leave the group in late 1963 for a solo career. Her real name, well, she was known as Janet Vogel, but on this release, she was known as Janet Dean. She changed it, and this was on the Gateway label. And last week I featured the A-side called Another Night Alone. But let's listen to the flip side, because it's pretty nice too. I'll send this one out to Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. So let's flip over Another Night Alone by Janet Dean and Group from December 63. You get this tune, and maybe you're saying this now. Johnny G was a little bit late, but sometimes people say, I'm glad I Waited. That's the name of the tune. Here you go, Janet Dean and Group on Gateway.
My mama told me so long ago, make sure it's a true love before you let yourself go. Now I know what you meant, 'cause you're so heaven sent, and I'm so glad.
So glad, so glad,
I'm so glad.
so glad, so glad.
I'm so glad I waited for you. Oh, other loves have come, but they soon passed. Yes, something told me they'd never ever last. Now I know what you meant, 'cause you're so heaven sent, and I'm so glad.
So glad,
Oh, I'm so glad.
So glad, so glad.
I'm glad.
So
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I waited for you.
So glad I waited for you.
My mama told me to wait,
So glad
and I found you,
waited
baby. Oh, I
waited for you.
need you.
So glad
I'm so glad.
Okay, December 1963 release there. That is a B-side there by Janet Dean and Group, a.k.a. Janet Vogel. I'm So Glad I Waited is the name of that tune. It's on the Gateway label out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And last week we featured the flip side, a bonus track, Another Night Alone. 2 more 45s to go before we sign off here on a Sunday evening. This is also a flip side request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. On the May 2nd, 2026 show, I featured this group. I think they're out of Philadelphia, called the Monterey's. I played the intended B-side of this 45 on Fred Williamson's Impala Records, a song called So Deep. And Arch also requested the intended A-side here from April 63. Let's give a listen to the Monterey's. Monterey's on Impala Records. It's called Without a Girl. Here you go, L.A. Arch, for you, the Monterey's.
I don't wanna be left alone without a girl. I can feel my heart turn to stone without a girl. You're nothing at all. I can feel my life fade away without a girl. Pain and misery every day without a girl. You're nothing at without a girl you're lonely and blue, and you sit around the house with nothing to do. Yeah, and yet, baby, you must understand. Well, without a girl you're just not a man. I can feel my life fade away without a girl. Ain't it misery every day without a girl? Without a girl to hold, you're nothing at all. Without a girl to hold.
Okay, folks, there you go. That one there going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room, April 1963. They're called the Monterey's. Monterey's on Impala Records for L.A. Arch. Without a Girl is the name of the tune. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyltreasure Show on this Sunday evening, March 17th, 2026. If you want to make a request here on a future Vinyltreasure Show, you should email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Don't shout out requests in the chat room. I mean, if you don't know, then that's okay. You get a pass. But those of you that have been tuning into this program, been on YouTube since 2015, been doing this show since 2005, the Vinyltreasure Show. If I have the record, I'll play it here. Remember, if it is between if it's prior to 1957, it'll be, I'm sorry, prior to 1958, it'll be on the Saturday night show. If it's after 57, it'll be here on the Sunday show. And we go until the early 60s and whatnot. It works out well for me. Okay, it is a little bit longer, but it's much easier on me to do the two shows instead of one 5-hour show. It's just too much for me to sit there and do it. But I know, listen, lots of people have things to do on the weekend and whatnot, but the good thing is you can catch it at your time, at your leisure, on the archive. So that is a good thing. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program this evening. Remember, I'll be back on Wednesday night for the Soul Show. Bill Old will be here in the studio at 1 o'clock on the 21st, and then I'll be back for the Saturday and Sunday night shows. Lots of things going on this week, though, for Johnny G. So thank you, everybody, for tuning into the program. And don't forget to subscribe. Very important. But we're going to close the show tonight with a request for, actually, he's been watching the show for a while, as many of you have. Just build up a little courage to email Johnny G with a request. And Wayne from Gillette, New Jersey, thank you for your email. He asked me if I had an original copy of this 45, and I do, by this group from East Orange, New Jersey. And this record, such a big record, Gus Gossard would play this record all the time on his oldies show when he used to be on Saturdays. I'm like the new Gus Gossard. He did shows on Saturdays and Sundays for long hours like me. Actually, the show isn't that long. It's only a little bit over 3 hours, and I was late. But anyway, this group included Patrick Coleman, Artie Johnson, Walter Tooney, James Times, and Vincent Williams. Collectively, they were known as the Ocapellos. I think that's how you say it, the Ocapellos. Okay, and this song written by Bobby Klein, who owned this label, General Records. Now, the true first presses, some say the blue is, I disagree. I think that the true first presses are these beige copies that I have, and I think it was later repressed, I think, on the blue. But if you have it on the maroon General, that's a reissue. I forget who put that out, but somebody did. Somebody put that out. Okay, I forget. Bill Obe told me, and I don't remember. But anyway, this record would get picked up by Checker Records, and it charted. Okay, it charted number 42. Let me see. 42 on WMBM in Miami, Florida. That was the Checker release, but I'm playing it on the original. So our closer tonight, believe it or not, is from May of 1966. The Ocapellos. It features Vincent Williams on lead, and this is going out to Wayne from Gillette, New Jersey. The Ocapellos with a song called The Stars. That's going to do it, folks, for Johnny G. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go, Wayne, for you, the Ocapellos, The Stars on General.
Remind York.